What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Boruto manga and Boruto in general as a whole. So this is going to be a video about the Boruto Timeskip. So pretty much one thing I kind of want to emphasize here, just based off how we're kind of heading in the Boruto manga, is to not get your hopes up for a time skip to happen anytime soon. I kind of feel like even though we had those interviews like over a year ago now saying that the time skip was near, um, I think maybe it's near in terms of we're on the last arc or two before the time skip, but I don't think we're gonna be getting that time skip in perhaps even 2023, or maybe we'll get it towards the end of 2023, and I'll explain why. So, first of all, the obvious thing is that we at least have one more arc minimum first that is left, because they're not just going to be revealing all of this stuff now in chapter 75 about the Otsutsuki God, as well as show that little foreshadowing of the future through Momoshiki, where we got Mitsuki, Sarada, and the new Inoshikacho all chasing after Kawaki and trying to attack him because he apparently did something. So we at least have one more arc left. And that arc could be, it could be like 4 or 5 chapters. It really could. But just based off the Boruto trend so far that we've gotten, I would say that if we have a full arc like that, it would at least be 8 to 10. So I have a feeling that we aren't going to be getting the Boruto time skip till at least the mid to late 80s. And that's probably at the earliest now. And I know some people are going to hear this and they're going to be mad about it. Me personally, I'm not really that mad about it because I'm not getting my hopes up super much for this time skip yet. They're doing what they got to do to develop this story, and as long as they're not dragging it, I think it should be fine. And as long as everything is done well in this next upcoming arc to set up the time skip, I feel like it'll all be good. But yeah, definitely don't get your hopes up super duper high for it. One of the other reasons why I'm saying that it's not near is because we need something huge to happen before this time skip to set it up. So, what could set up this Boruto time skip? It could perhaps be some huge death, such as Sasuke, which I really hope they don't go down that route to kill him off like right before the time skip. I would personally prefer if he were to mentor Boruto during the time skip period, but that's just me. They are definitely, it feels like they're definitely foreshadowing Sasuke's death, but I just don't know when they're gonna pull the trigger on that, if at all. Um, but something huge, that huge thing could maybe be how Boruto gets his scar. Maybe we're going to get another invasion from Code. Maybe somehow Kawaki sides with Code. There could be so much different routes that things can go. But I think Boruto getting his scar could be a big point as well. And maybe some other big damages to the village. That's my guess at least. Um, but something definitely to set up a time skip. I also I know that he's not super duper involved in the manga as much as the anime, but just even like senseis wise and like previous people, um I kind of hope that since they've been showing Konohamaru a little bit more in the manga now, that maybe he gets his ass kicked one more time so he can get like a wake up call to train during this time skip span. I want everybody to really, pick it up and develop in this time span. But yeah, eventually down the line anyway, I plan on making a time skip video kind of with my expectations and stuff. One of the things for sure is that I'm hoping certain characters get more involved and certain characters get a little bit of a buff and power up just so they're a little more relevant. But I'll make a video on that sometime in the future. Another thing that I think before this time skip happens is that we need Boruto versus Kawaki part 1 to happen. What's going to be the big split that kind of sets them apart, I feel like that's a fight that we're going to get. We don't necessarily need it, but I feel like it's 99% likely to happen. And I feel like whenever it's done, it's going to be pretty insane. Maybe there's some chance somehow Boruto gets this mark from Kawaki. Who knows? I think it's from Code, personally, but you never know what kind of route they'll go down. Another big question is that how will Naruto and Sasuke be involved too in this upcoming arc or whatever that they decide to do in the Boruto manga, because they're not just going to sit by and do nothing, you know? Maybe when they're in the actual battlefield, maybe they'll turn into bystanders, kind of how Naruto turned into that a little bit last arc, because he was in a spot where, hey, if you move, Shikamaru's dead, right? So, I don't know, they could handicap him again like that, but I'm not sure what route they are going to go down exactly for the next arc, because especially if, let's say, Code raids the village, there's going to be a problem for sure, and I think Naruto and Sasuke for sure will be trying to fight. Um, and another reason why I don't think that the time skip is near is back to Code again. I feel like he has to make a move before the time skip ends, especially with all these soldiers he has now. I feel like he has to strike, he has to do something. Very unlikely, in my opinion, that he waits till the time skip to do that, unless that's how they want to start the time skip off, with a bang maybe. But I don't think that Code is just going to sit by for 3 years or 2 years or whatever time skip amount of time they do. Back to the topic of Sasuke. Will his death happen in the pre-time skip period? I personally do not think so. I doubt it, in fact, because I think Boruto will be training with them. But you never know. They could give us another shock death kind of thing. They did foreshadow Kurama's death, but they did not. I guess they didn't show multiple instances of it, of foreshadowing, but they definitely did foreshadow it if you look closely in some of the manga panels. And they foreshadow Sasuke too. I don't know if they're going to do more foreshadowing or if they're going to pull the trigger. I mean, some people think he's not going to die in general. There's that. Let me know what your guess is, though, on Sasuke's fate. And lastly, I feel like we don't have to get this, but I think that they're going to showcase Kashin Koji again at some point. And that would be a cool thing to do as well, just because Kashin Koji is kind of a mysterious character in a way now. He survived that battle, so the question is he going to hate Amado now? Is he going to hate Code and the rest of the others that way? What will be kind of Kashin Koji's mindset on events going forward? And he's definitely going to be involved again. Some people think that they forgot about him completely. I definitely think that's not the case. I think he's recuperating, he's recovering. We're just going to have to see what way they end up going with him. But yeah, that's a bunch of reasons that I can think of why this time skip is not near. I personally don't think it's showing up again till like chapter 85-ish, if not further. But who knows? Maybe it'll surprise us, and maybe this is where they'll pick up the pace out of nowhere. Next thing you know, we got the time skip somehow, chapter like 80 or something. But one thing's for sure, we definitely have another arc to come, I feel, before the time skip hits. Let me know if you guys feel the same. But that's going to wrap up this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.